In this video, I'm going to show you how to simplify rational expressions, which is meaning you write the rational expression in the lowest term. And to do this, we need to use the principle for rational expression. It says if we have P, Q, and R are polynomials, then P times R over Q times R, this is a factor here. P times R is a factor and Q times R is a factor. You see R is the common factor, so we cancel out. We have 1, 1. And then take P times 1 is P, Q times 1 is Q. Make sure that make sure R and Q are not 0. Now, these are 3 steps that we need to use to help us to simplify a rational expression. Step 1, we need to factor out the numerator and the denominator completely. Step 2, divide out each common factor of the numerator and the denominator, which is very similar to here that we cancel out the R. Step 3 pretty much say that whatever left in the numerator and denominator, we just multiply any factor left over that cannot divide out. Now, if all the factor divide out, and you will have 1, and then the numerator will be 1. So let me show you an example to do this. So I'd like to simplify this problem. So first I'm going to use step 1 is to factor out the numerator and denominator. I see that 2 is the common factor because 2 divides by 2 evenly and 6 divides by 2 evenly. And x also the common factor because x belongs inside this term and this term. So I have x minus 3. Now make sure that the factor is correct. We can always check the factoring by take 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x minus 3 is 6x. Then do the same thing for the denominator. 7 is the common factor, so I pull out the 7. So I'll have x minus 3 left. Then we're done with this. You see this is our factor here. You have 2 times x times this x binomial. This are a factor, and then 7 times this binomial. This are a factor here. So now we just going to divide a common factor. You see the x minus 3. The same thing in the bottom, x minus 3. This is our common factor. So we're going to cancel out like that. Pretty much you have 1 here when you cancel out. Okay. So we remember when you learned somewhere in the past that a over a is 1. The same thing to this case. So you have 2. Step 3 is whatever left over, you can multiply them. So 2 times x times 1 is 2 over 7 times 1 is 7. So that is our answer. Let's try another example. I'm going to simplify this expression. So once again, factor out, step 1 is just factor out both numerator and denominator. The minus sign here tells us you have 2 opposite signs. So we're looking for 2 numbers that multiply equal to 4 and add together equal to 3. So I'm going to pick 4 and 1. Because minus 1 times 4 is minus 4, but minus 1 plus 4 is 3. So now in the bottom, we factor out again. I have x here, x there. This minus sign here, once again, tells us we have two opposite signs. We have to put them randomly. 20. We're looking for two numbers, put inside here. Excuse me. That multiply equal to 20 minus 20, and we add equal to minus 1. So we'll have 5 and 4. Because minus 5 times 4 is minus 20. 4 plus minus 5 is minus 1x. When we're done with this is step 1. Step 2 is factor out a common factor. We see that x plus 4 and x plus 4 here is the common factor. So we can cancel this out. And let one left here. And then we're done with step 2. Step 3 is we multiply across like that. So this binomial times 1 is itself, and 1 times this binomial, like that. So 1 times x minus 5 is 1 times x minus 1. So let's try another example. I'm going to simplify this. Now if you look at this problem and say, they look quite alike. Why do I have to simplify? You know, almost alike. They look really opposite. So the 7 and the y sort of reverse each other. The sign is the opposite. You see, they have 7, it's positive 7, minus y, positive y. When you have this kind of problem like this, you can factor out. You can simplify the common factor. So it's how you do to simplify this problem is try to factor out the minus 1. So we get, when you factor out in the numerator here by minus 1, then everything up here, the sign reverse. So we have minus 7 and plus y. That because minus 1 times minus 7 is a positive 7. And then minus 1 times y is minus y. Now you only do either in the numerator or in the denominator. You only factor out the minus 1 either in the top or the bottom, but not both. So since I already factor out minus 1 in the top, so in the bottom I don't have to worry. Then just rewrite this a little bit nice by putting y in the front, then minus 7, like so. You can see clearly that indeed that we have a common factor here. So you can cancel out. So you have minus 1 left. Remember, when you cancel out like this, you have minus 1 here and minus 1 there. So minus 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. And you have 1 in the bottom here. This is a common factor here. Just like 1 over 1, just 1. So here you our answer.